Cyberpunk 2077 is quickly approaching. CD Projekt Red began this year with a beep. Literally a tweet with just that one word. But that one word for many was a sign of life, as this is a game that had no official signs of life since the 2013 teaser trailer. Earlier this year, one of Poland's largest gaming websites reported from two anonymous sources, CD Projekt Red would be attending E3 2018 with a new trailer of Cyberpunk 2077 and a gameplay demo behind closed doors for the press. Since then, it has been confirmed that CD Projekt Red will be attending E3 2018 and Gamescom, but it's also been implied by a CDPR employee that Gwent will not be making an appearance, which makes it seem like a big Cyberpunk 2077 reveal is coming. In recent days, if you haven't heard, CD Projekt Red has also expanded by acquiring Strange New Things, an indie studio that launched last year, and it will now be known as CD Projekt Red Royale, and they will be supporting Cyberpunk 2077. The team is made up of former Techland employees, as well as ex-staffers from IO Interactive and CD Projekt Red. The head of the new studio said in a statement, "We're pretty hyped to be on the spearhead of this new office. We know Royale inside and out, and it's an amazing place to make games. The team is strong, and I'm sure we have both the experience and the creative firepower to make Cyberpunk 2077 an even better game." But next, the big news we need to discuss and break down is coming from CD Projekt Red's fiscal year 2017 financial presentation, in which president of CD Projekt Red, Adam Kaczynski, revealed some pretty big things. The first being that Adam Kaczynski was asked when we would know more about Cyberpunk 2077, in which he replied that he couldn't just announce the announcement, but he would later add that it will be announced just before the show. Pretty much meaning our first official reveal of Cyberpunk 2077 in 5 years is going to come probably in the days leading to E3 2018, probably to build hype, which makes me wonder if CD Projekt Red could be presenting a gameplay demo either on Sony or Microsoft's stage. Anyway, Kaczynski would then say that he'd terribly like to say more about Cyberpunk 2077, but today is not the time, although he actually would proceed to say things about Cyberpunk 2077. There's been rumors floating around for the last few months that Cyberpunk 2077 could be a cross-generation title, meaning it's on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One and whatever comes next for Xbox. These rumors started to gain traction after once again Adam Kaczynski spoke at the Pareto Securities gaming seminar and presented a slide that said Cyberpunk 2077 would have rich, true-to-life visuals built on current and next-generation technology. Now, with this financial presentation, someone brought up an analysis firm recently suggesting that the game could be a cross-generation project involving next round of PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Asked to comment on this, Kaczynski explained that the next generation has not been announced yet, so we can only speculate. But he would say, technologically wise, Cyberpunk 2077 is very advanced. The studio's tech is ready to interfere with future generations, and the game is developed in such a way that it can take advantage of future, very powerful hardware. Next, Kaczynski would confirm that there will be an in-game character creation tool we'll need to complete before starting the story, and thanks to that tool, we'll also be able to choose a class of ours, as it was in the original tabletop game. This was brought up merely because there's been some wild rumors and speculation, I believe, here on YouTube, and this was just shooting it down, confirming yes, there is an in-game character creation tool. But continuing on, Kaczynski would then address questions regarding multiplayer, in which he stated that the company is focusing on single player first and foremost, like The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, but that as part of the expansions planned for the game, there might be something to play online with or against friends. Then the question that seems every developer is being asked nowadays is, will there be a Battle Royale mode, in which Kaczynski explained that at the moment, they're considering everything and anything, but as of today, they're still discussing internally multiplayer and online components and whether they want to do it. Just a reminder that CD Projekt Red has stated that they are steering away from microtransactions and loot boxes, a lot of the shenanigans you see in a lot of other AAA games. So just a last second update, it appears during this conference there was a very short hidden message, which is simply the mention and teasing of E3. Either way, it's very cool that they went to these lengths just to give a little tease like that. But something that I also almost forgot to mention was that Kaczynski mentions, as opposed to The Witcher and Cyberpunk, the player will be able to move in 3 dimensions. dimensions. But the final big question that was asked was whether the studio is considering the Nintendo Switch as a platform, and Kaczynski responded that when talking about CD Projekt's larger games, they're focusing on the strongest platforms like high-end PCs and consoles. As for other games, probably in the nature of Gwent, they're not planning any release on the Switch for now, but he did acknowledge that they have great interest in the console and it's being considered for the future. As we get closer to E3 2018, it seems more and more details continue to spill directly from CD Projekt Red. We all know that this is probably going to be the highlight of this year's E3 event, and once we finally do get the reveal, it seems like it will be full steam ahead. Anyway guys, what do you expect from Cyberpunk 2077 at E3 2018, and do you believe this is a cross-generation title? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy or found any informative value, and consider subscribing as I'm your best source for everything Cyberpunk 2077, and I'll see you later.